In this video, I'm going to be sharing you my scalping session. We're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. And as a price action trader, I'm trying to dissect the information in front of me by using price action rules. For this reason, I'm locating the correct key levels and I'm following the trend line rule on the market because there's always a reason to this price movement on the chart in front of me. So the most recent structure right now is neutral consolidation. So for this reason, I'm drawing the support and the resistance. The bigger bias is slight bullish bias because we traded up. But right now, pretty much neutral bias, and I'm just following short-term trend line rule. Okay, traders, I'm trying to enter a failed second entry long here, visual one, because all uptrends played out and the scalp was made. So I have to cancel the order because the scalp was made. The trade went without us. But as you can see, all uptrends played out. The secondary spike in the channel, this one, smaller one as well, break new high. So everything played out and we were part of the consolidation while we were expecting new high. So this is telling me, okay, since we were part of the consolidation and everything played out, buyers have no reason to go higher. The sellers are stronger in the market. And this was a failed second entry long. It was right off the resistance, right below EMA. And a lot of bulls probably got trapped on this juicy bullish bar here. But we are at the resistance and we're probably going to go all the way down. So we had nice downtrend working lower with overshoot that can generate right now stronger pullback in the opposite direction combined with the range. A lot of buyers, they bought at the bottom combined with the overshoot. So I'm going to draw a brand new uptrend, not expecting new low of this downtrend because we are in the range and we retraced too much of this downtrend. So I'm going to be thinking about second entry long at the EMA now. We have a brand new downtrend back into trend range. I was looking for failed second entry long, but the failed second entry long never formed. You can't really fade because it's too steep. It doesn't look like broad two legs. There is easily a case to be made for wider channels, so you really need to wait for the reversal pattern. If you have very broad two legs, one leg broad break, breaking the EMA, second leg up, you can be fading. But right now we have a new downtrend, so I'm looking for second entry short to EMA, following the trend line rule. Right, traders. Okay, so we got the scalp instantly. I recorded the video and the scalp was made already. This was a failed second entry short back into trend range. So I'm going to tighten the runner to break even. It looks like our runner just got taken out. So we managed to get the scalp. Runner was taken out at break even. I still think we're going to go back into trend range. The reason why I like this trade, because as you can see, with a downtrend break, push to a new extreme, it looks like a one leg down break, second leg down like this. Because we were in a trend range the whole time for the most part. This is a new low, first entry short pullback, second entry short failure. I was expecting prices to go back into trend range and it was good enough for a scalp. Alright, so we have a new structure established after two legs up. Bullish attempt to go back into trend range. Sellers took over, so I'm going to identify a new downtrend. I have small overshoot, so for this reason I skipped the second entry short local. It looks great. Right, traders, we have potential mini second entry short. I just wasn't really comfortable taking this because we had to overshoot and we also have bigger one leg down break, second leg down like this. So for this reason, I waited. So these were my reasons to wait here. I wasn't really that sure. Also, we have a break and double bottom right here. We have an uptrend that needs new high following the trend line rule. We have a new high, massive spike below EMA, first entry long. I'm still expecting new high eventually. So if I'm going to get very strong bullish bar here, second entry long, I'm going to take it because this uptrend is new high. And on the big picture, we have already brought two legs down. So the bullish bias is right now my focus. Alright, traders, I'm resuming the video. I just sat down. I came back from my break and I saw this high-low confirmation of the two-legged pullback down. I'm going to zoom out. You can see we bounce off the low today key level and we have a brand new strong uptrend established. Initially, you're expecting new high for this channel right here. There was a nice failed second entry short where you can catch the move. Because this move is so long and so strong, I have to redraw a brand new uptrend connecting all of these swings. So this is a high low above EMA, expecting new high following the trend line rule. So the stop loss has to go one tick below the signal bar. I'm scalping for 12 ticks and the runner is left somewhere around these highs. First, I need to make sure we're going to catch the scalp. Then I'm going to maintain the runner. It's generally just a bonus. But we have high-low push above EMA. You can see the downtrend played out with broad two legs down. So I'm looking for the two-legged pullback and uptrend is new high following the trend line rule. We need a couple more ticks. Come on. Okay, we bounce on my exit order. Okay, and we finally tick through. So I'm going to place the stop loss to break even. We finally managed to get that one little tick to get our scalp. You can even consider deeper limit order. I didn't want to miss this trade because I just sat down. Probably was a little bit too aggressive, but it's okay. We got the scalp. I still expect new high following the trend line rule here. Alright traders, Outrunner got hit at break even. We didn't fully test the new high, so we should still eventually test the new high. It was good enough for a big significant scalp, so we still expect new high, 2 legs down, confirming the second entry long, confirming the fact that we need to get new high tested. And also if I'm going to zoom out, you can see we are in a big trend range. This is the low of the day, so we bounced and a massive push, and this is our basically high of the day key level right here. So we have a lot of room to even test it potentially, but this is just high of the day key level. You're not too concerned about this at the moment. You're following the trendline rule. Alright traders, I'm going to wrap it up with my 2 trades for the day. So this is the overall structure for today. If I'm going to zoom out, we have a lot of price action. We actually started with 2 great setups at the very beginning. You have basically a failed second entry short followed by a high-low confirmation of the failed second entry short, while this uptrend needs to get new high tested. So great set of high probability trades. And you have to be a little bit patient because in this area it's a little bit conflicting whether there's a spike in channel pattern or simply the downtrend is going to get new low. So you have to be a little bit careful. I don't see no good trade to take. You have a second entry short here, but you don't really know what exactly is the pattern. It looks a little bit too conflicting, but once you push back above the EMA here, sharp decisive trend up, you have a nice second entry long reversal bar, and every uptrend right now played out with the break push to new high, and you are at the top of the trend range. You have it like this at this point, so you're looking for prices to go back into trend range. Overshoot can reverse the market. I decided to mark this lower high, but I'm not a big fan of this because the move overall is too steep. You can see this uptrend doesn't start here but also starts here, so generally we have to draw a wider channel, something like this. So I really prefer a failed second entry long in a situation like this. This is why it's a little bit more aggressive, because if you can easily draw a wider channel and the move is too steep, there can be the one more push up before it's going to go lower. So this is why it's a little bit more aggressive. Then downtrend played out with the break, push to new extreme. I don't see no good short just yet because you don't have no supportive downtrend, because downtrend just played out with the break new low, so you can't really sell the next second entry short. Then because we were in trend range the whole time, I like the failed second entry short, which is mini second entry long, to go back into a trend range. But the buyers failed. The reversal attempt wasn't successful. You have 2 legs up, and you actually have a failed second entry long, which is actually, this is not second entry short, it's only failed second entry long. But it's a decent trade to consider. When I was watching this live, I was a little bit conflicted here. It's quite sideways. You have the key level here, you know, not the easiest structure, but you have a nice failed second entry long, so decent setup. Here you only have first entry short. If you have a second entry short here, you can actually consider shorting, but you only have first entry short, so not really. Then you have overshoot. I even decided to mark this second entry short. It's a losing trade, but it's a tempting trade enough to consider, because you have a second entry short, decent bar. Notice how sideways you're going, how far away you went from this push down to test the new low. Something's telling you it's a little bit too trappy. And also you have the visual 2-legged pullback down, especially on 10,000 tick chart on a higher time frame. It's much more visible, but it's a little bit more nuanced, harder for beginner trader to understand what's happening here. A little bit more experience-based intuition here. I really thought we were going to test the new high for this channel right here, but there was no second entry long. Basically, once we broke down here, I stopped looking to go long. You have some high low here, and it worked for a significant scalp, but you know, it's going a little bit too sideways. I don't think we can take any trade with confidence here, you know, so we just gotta be patient here. Then you have some downtrend working lower. You have another push down. You can't really draw big downtrend like this across the entire trend range. This downtrend played with a break new low. If you're gonna draw even wider one, just nothing fits that great. It's better to follow the range rules, that this is really just a big trend range and you just have everything that played out. And then you have nice push above the EMA. You can see how helpful it is to mark these important key levels, especially on a higher time frame. It explains why market reversed. This is the area where you expect buyers to step in, but then you have a great failed second entry short. This uptrend needs new high, new low, first entry short, second entry failure, and look at the gigantic runner. This is the trade of the day. Fantastic trade. Then you have high low, as you saw me taking, and even the failed second entry short, both worked for great scalp, push to new high, and now the market is just about to close. They're pretty much going sideways, so nothing much. So decent price action. Looks a little bit choppy, but you can still find good trades if you're a little bit patient. At the beginning here, great trades. You can see this is repeat pattern of what happened here. Same structure right here, same structure right here, even similar to this. So if you're patient, you can definitely find a few good setups. This area, nothing much here. So yeah, decent setups overall. Even if you have a few losing trades, there's a lot of good winning trades, so you can very well make up for it. But I hope the video was helpful and educational. I'm gonna wrap it up. and I hope you had good trading day. Good luck your trading.